What's up, everybody? Dave Bartosiak here, and I have a chart of the day. And oh my, what a chart it is, because yesterday, my friends, was quite the day. I want to talk about Vertiv Holdings, ticker VRT, and look at this madness. I mean, all right, I guess let's give some perspective here. All right, May of 2023, the stock is under $20. Okay. Incredible run. A little bit of interaction with the 200-day in the middle of last year of 2024. And then now, what is going on? So this recent development, it's kind of funny because over the weekend, I was fully engrossed in other activities and didn't even pay any attention to any stock market related news. And then, and holy smokes, this DeepSeek thing has everybody freaking out. Look at the high on Friday for Vertiv, 155.84. Okay. We're doing this on Tuesday, January 28th. 97.50 is the low. Quite the drop. A huge gap down that doesn't even stop to take a breather at the 50-day, right? Just completely ignores that. Says, you know what? We're going to open up, pretend like we're gonna get up, and then we're just gonna get down all the way to that 200-day. Did bounce at the end of the day to close above it. Today, there's pressure still to the downside. Look at the volume. Okay, that's 47 million shares traded yesterday. Right, and this is a stock that was trading, 7 million, 4 million, 5 million. Right, all of a sudden, $47 million. So the giant leap that the market took yesterday was that due to the more efficient nature in which AI is being deployed through DeepSeek, which the company claimed they only bought something like $6 million worth of chips. I think I'm having, me and a lot of people out there are having a tough time believing that. But anyway, that was the claim. And so now apparently we're not going to need all these data centers. We're not going to need all of these new chips from NVIDIA because we're doing this stuff with the old chips from NVIDIA. I think this is a gross misinterpretation of what's happening. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, yes, so DeepSeek is a large language model. And yes, it kind of compares with ChatGPT and its performance. But they were using supposedly the NVIDIA H100 chips. And they accomplished all that. So I guess based on that, all of a sudden we're just going to get rid of, we're not going to have the data center need. We're not going to have the power need. We're not going to have the AI need. We're not going to, madness. We're just scraping the surface. We just don't even know how much more power we're going to need for the future or what we're going to be able to put together. I think that's what's going to happen. So let's just talk about these interactions with these moving averages here. So definitely the 200 historically has come into play a few times. And each time, guess what? It gets bid. Now, this just feels so much more dramatic, going from, $1.55 to 100 in very short order, because it is dramatic, okay? But don't pay as much attention to the amount of time that it took to get there. Worry more about these actual price levels. Things just happen quicker nowadays, okay? And we had a quick dip here. This gap is still going to be filled at some point in time, right? Now, whether that happens now or, 3 years from now, who knows? I can't say it's going to get filled. There have been periods of time where you had retracements on this stock, okay? May, stock's at 109. By August, it's at 62. These are a little bit more healthy sort of pullbacks to support that end up getting bid. This is a crazy downside shock that we do see has been bid a little bit, but we're not sure if that's going to last or not, right? But this is what I will tell you. If you like the stock at 150, you gotta love it at 100. So we basically erased everything from October till now in one fell swoop. That's definitely oversold. Now, just because it's down near this 200-day doesn't mean it's definitely going to bounce exactly at this level. If you look back in August when it came under that level, came under some pressure, took a few days for it to try to get escape velocity, ends up failing at the 50-day, coming back under the 200, and then that was really the buy in retrospect, right? So don't be surprised if this thing sort of chops around the 200-day over the course of the next couple of trading days. That would be a good thing, and it would be healthy for the stock over the long term. If this erratic, like we're here and then we're here and then we're here, it's not how these things should work. So I think you're going to get some action up towards at least the top of this candle. So take note of yesterday's high, which is 121.48. 121.48, something to keep a look for if this thing really starts to rally in there. Now, another thing you could do is use the low from today to the high of yesterday to draw yourself some fib levels of what might be areas of resistance should the market come higher. This is supposed to be, I know what this number is supposed to be, so I can put it in here. That's supposed to be 97.50. That's the low. Okay. And the high we said from yesterday was 121.48. Do that. So now you have these levels. And did I draw that backwards? I drew it backwards. Okay. I got to do this all over again. That's okay. So again, you can just go here on the settings. This is at our interactive chart tab on Zacks.com. For any ticker that you see, I just blow it out here so it's easy. And you can see these levels all in here. So 109.49, that 50% level right in the middle. 106.66, likely to see some pressure there. This 103.16 has proved to be, I guess the earlier intraday, you did get up to 105. That was the high, basically the open, or the high of the day, rather. Shortly after the open, popped up there, and then that happened. So what am I looking at here? Overall, nothing has changed on the price consensus and EPS surprise chart for the stock, right? So earnings are still way up and away, okay? But we have this sort of event that has shocked the price down. So if you believe that, like I do, that the intermediate to long-term trajectory of earnings is really not affected by this, this is probably a good buying opportunity. The stock does report earnings February 12th before the bell. It's 2 Wednesdays from tomorrow. Something else to look at. It's definitely something we looked at in surprise trade. All right, folks, there you have it for my chart of the day. It is Vertiv Holdings, ticker VRT. If you're here on Zacks.com, be sure to subscribe to the author, or follow the author, rather. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're on YouTube, and come back tomorrow because I'm going to have another one for you of Dave's chart of the days. For everybody here at Zacks, I want to say thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.